Point of no return, point of no return. Welcome back, man. We know too much. We done seen too much. We've been through too much. We are experiencing way too much. God can reveal himself to us over and over again for us to go back to the way we used to be, the way we used to think, react, and respond to life, man. This your Holy Ghost homeboy Slim. SLIMM, simply living in my moment, which means yesterday is gone. Tomorrow's never promised. All you have is right now, this moment, and I hope you fully living in yours because I'm fully living in mine, man. Just back with another quick word, man. Spread your wings, spread your wings. If y'all been with me this whole time, man, and just listening and just following my journey during these last year and a half, 2 years, then you understand that we're here for a bigger purpose, for a bigger reason. If you haven't figured out who I am or what I'm here to do yet, then it's obvious that you don't know who you are or what you've been sent here to do as well. So I'm just gonna fill you in, man. We angels. Like when people say chosen ones, light warriors, all these names that they use, what they trying to say is we angels, but you don't receive your wings until, after you transition. But God is showing you who you are right now. So he's saying spread your wings. That's why you have abilities, both natural and supernatural, that nobody can do. That's why you're able to learn the way that you do. That's why you listen. That's why you're empathetic. That's why you're so giving. That's why you don't mind serving or being an assistant to somebody else. That's why you crave, a relationship with God. You crave spiritual and mental intelligence, and it's just certain things about you that is undeniable, man. So you got to recognize who you are so you understand that when you show up to these places and people are reacting to you the way that they're reacting to you now, that's why you coming in and you able to just relate to everybody, man. And during this time is special because God's hand is directly upon you. He's with you 100%, and he's all the way turned up in your life. He's amplifying everything that you are, everything that you have, man. And when you go around these people, instantly they're going to connect with you. They're going to be drawn to you. They're going to open up to you. You can sit up and meet a stranger you ain't never met before and then talk for 2-3 hours like y'all been knowing each other y'all whole life. And then during that conversation, the person is telling you, man, nobody ever understood me like this. Usually I can't even have this conversation with other people. Usually these are thoughts and feelings that I would share with myself, you know what I'm saying? But when you come around, it's just that touch of God that is obvious, is on your life, and it just make people feel comfortable and they feel secure and they feel safe in your presence, and they don't mind sharing anything, you know what I mean? So just get ready just to receive an abundance of love, an abundance of support, an abundance of people just being like, nah, I know who you are. I believe you, at your word, because this whole time while you've been telling people before this dream was coming into fruition, you was telling them about it, but people couldn't see what you saw, so you had to over-explain. You had to repeat yourself. You had to say the same thing so many different ways so people could understand what you was talking about. Now you're going to meet people and you ain't going to be able to have to convince them of nothing. Just the way that you speak, just the way that you are, just the way that you set up, it speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? Your actions speak for itself. The way you carry yourself, the way you speak, the way you move around, how peaceful you are, just you're an angel, cousin. It's like when you get around people, don't people get better? Don't they spirits get lifted? Can't you go around somebody that's not feeling well, and I promise you they're gonna start feeling well? Can't you go around somebody that have had difficulties with other people connecting to them or correcting them or telling them what to do for their own behalf, and then you could come and don't even know these people and you could give them a directive instruction. You can find out what's going on. They're gonna tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? So you truly an angel, and that's why you so empathetic and so sympathetic, and that's why you just want to help and you want to make sure that God's people are okay, because that's what you were put here to do. You was put here to be a shepherd and maintain his flock, and it's like you care about everybody, even the people that people have forgotten about or counted out or then thrown to the wayside. You continue to keep people in your prayers. You continue to go see people. You continue to go check up on people, and God is moving because he see your heart. He see your heart. He see your heart. He see your heart, and he see that you're not going to stop giving. You're not going to stop praising. You're not going to stop praying. You're not going to stop helping. You're not going to stop doing everything that you can in order to make this world a better place. So it's like, you got to realize who you are and why you that way, because I don't want people to get burnt out or get hurt or get disappointed or get upset or get frustrated because man is not going to give them the recognition that you want. They never gonna tell you how good of a job you're doing. They never gonna tell you how much they look up to you. They never gonna tell you how much they appreciate you. They never gonna tell you how much of a help you are to them. People are so stuck on this ego that they don't know how to just be like, man, you know what, this is a good brother, this is a good sister. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody got their own hidden agendas and hidden motives, and instead of just appreciating a good person for being a good person, appreciating a God person for being a godly person, they want to do more with them. They want to mess with them. They want to tamper with them. They want to agitate them. They want to trigger them. They want to get them to stop doing what they're doing so they can just say, hey, he ain't perfect. That person, you know, y'all think he Mr. Clean or whatever. Like, they waiting for people to make a mistake or waiting for people to have a hard time so they can kick you when you down. And that's because they are unhappy with themselves. We are all chosen by God, but what makes us different is because we chose God. You know what I'm saying? We chose God. Yeah, he chose us first, but you got to go back and seal that relationship by choosing him first, because God is not going to force himself on you. He's never going to be pushy, or he ain't going to raise his voice. He ain't going to get out of character. He's just going to be standing there looking like, look, I'm the way, the truth, and the light. You know what I'm saying? Come through me. I'm the author and finisher of your fate. Like if you want a good life, if you want a better life, if you want the best life, if you want the life that you deserve and the life that's ordained and set aside and meant for you, then you got to follow God. You got to pick up your cross and follow God. But there's so many people that have been unable to do that because they don't want to give up that control. They don't want to put in no hard work. They don't want to suffer. They don't want to be uncomfortable. So it's like they gonna keep doing what they doing, knowing where that path get them. But when they see somebody else on a different path, a higher path, an elevated path, they gonna do whatever it is in their power to snatch you down, because they can't fathom how you got to where you got. They can't fathom how you got this tumultuous past and you've been going through so much and you still ain't gave up yet. You still giving thanks to God. You still getting up, using your time, energy, and your resources and efforts to do good for humanity, despite the way humanity has treated you. So when you see that you have this unbreakable spirit and you have this unbreakable bond with God, you're more than just a human being. You're more than just a mortal man. You're more than just what your flesh shows and reveals to you. You're so much deeper, you know, than that. So you need to look beyond the surface. You need to look beyond your physical appearance, and you need to really look at your heart and look at everything that you've been through. Look at everything that you've endured, and you look at why are you still happy? Why are you still at peace? Why do you still have joy? Why do you still have hope for a better tomorrow? Because you already know at the end of the day, everything all right. It's all good. There's no way you can be, you feel me, a person of this world and in this world and have that type of confidence, faith, trust, and belief. They don't. That's why they in the world. That's why they only do things and, you know what I'm saying, and say things and see things that they can control, that they can manipulate, that they can handle. Anything beyond them, anything else that's beyond their understanding, then they call us crazy, they call you stupid, they call, you know, any of all these names. And meanwhile, they seek that relationship that you got with God. They seek that communication and trust that you have with the universe. They seek that aura and that power that you possess when you come around, because guess what? The whole energy shifts. Everything changes when you walk in. Things don't start till you get there. And then you know how to shut it down. You know when things going on too long. Okay, I got something for it. I bet you I can make it stop. Bet you ain't gonna say it no more. Bet you ain't gonna do it no more. It's a certain power that you have, and it's a certain fire that's inside of you that you really can't put into words. It's just like you just have a joy about talking about God and giving your testimony and sharing your message. Like this is not normal. I'm telling you, this is not normal. People have conversations about everything else but God, or about something that's going to be helpful to them or helpful to their loved ones that's around them. Everybody want to talk about crazy stuff or stuff that don't mean nothing, or stuff that, or people that we don't even have no ties to or no relationship with it, and we spending time talking about these people, debating these people, when we could be spending time with God, bettering ourselves and elevating ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We spend so much time on social media, on our phone, watching TV, just doing things that is not feeding you or helping you, but you continue to look for God in every place, person, and thing, and you looking to grow, you looking to elevate. You can't stand being around somebody that's stale in their spirit. You can't stand being around somebody that has stopped growing and they don't believe in more. They don't believe in a better tomorrow. Like, you can't stand being around people that's pessimistic, because you know you done been through everything. You done seen everything under the sun, yet you can smile. So you look at other people like, what's your excuse? And then we see so many people that's in less fortunate positions than us. And we see people that ain't even here to be able to have a chance to do better than what they did yesterday. And then we look at all that and be like, nah, man, we good. As long as we got through it, whatever God brought us to, as long as we got through it, that situation was supposed to make us better, supposed to make us stronger, supposed to give us a lesson and not a loss. And because you have this perspective, because you have this will, because you have this faith and this trust and this belief in these things that people say we can't hear, yeah, you can hear God because he talked to you. You can see God because there's a lot of things that happen right in front of our eyes that we can't explain. So anytime something that you can't explain happens, that is an act of God. That is an act of God. So we seeing God, the presence of God all around us, in us, you know what I'm saying, and other people, yet some people don't acknowledge him. They continue to say it's a coincidence, or it's luck, or I'm just fortunate. No, bro, you favored. You're favored because you favor God. You're blessed because you continue to give God his just due, and you give God his credit. So he give you your just due. He give you your credit, because if you stand in this posture and this spirit, then you acting all on these emotions and feelings to do good for the kingdom. So God sees that, and he just wants you to recognize who you are. You have a power about you. And now you ain't got to fight. You ain't got to fuss. You ain't even got to lift your hand. You ain't even got to raise your voice. Just pray. That's your true weapon. Just pray, and then just talk to God. Your conversation and your communication and your fellowship with God, this relationship is the most important thing you got on this earth ever in existence. That these encounters that you've been having with God, where you know that it's him, and you know that these things is real, and it's been fortified situation after situation, stay right there, because God is really moving and showing up in people's life, and he's transforming you. Now people see the best version of you. You don't see it yet. But you should feel it. You should feel it, but other people see it, and that's why everybody's reacting to you. So, you know, I know a lot of times we get hated, we get challenged, we get opposed, but God said no more, man. He didn't move on your behalf, so everything is clear, everything is green, your path is laid straight. So let's get to it, but really just spread your wings. Spread your wings, spread your love, spread your joy, spread your happiness, spread your time, spread your mercy, spread your prayers, spread your encouragement, spread your motivation, spread your inspiration. Like, God got you in a sweet spot you can't miss, because he can't miss. He not gonna miss. He perfect. So whenever you moving and acting on his behalf and under his instruction, you ain't gonna miss, baby. But like I say, man, just spread your wings, man. Till next time, Slim.